in, get your favorite pencil out. I know y'all are all eating your second chance breakfast. Y'all go ahead and be starting on your bell ringer while you're eating your breakfast. Just be thinking about, what is your favorite Thanksgiving dish? I'm gonna give y'all just a few minutes. This one should be an easy one. What is your favorite Thanksgiving dish? Thanksgiving's around the corner. How many of y'all are excited for Thanksgiving break? Woo, me too, me too. All right, we're counting it down. What is your favorite Thanksgiving dish? Looks like we have perfect attendance this morning. Good job. All right, everybody got what you think? All right. All right, so I'm gonna go around. Jared, tell me, what is your favorite Thanksgiving dish? The macaroni and cheese. All right, Darius, what about you?
Rice.
Rice. That sounds yummy. Anton. The oxtails. Okay. All right, that one's unique. Okay. Hey, I'm with you there. Okay. All right, Jaden, what about you?
Sweet potato pie.
Sweet potato pie. All right. Chantavia?
The dressing.
The dressing. All right, so you call it dressing and not stuffing. So it's the dressing at your house. All right. Caleb? Macaroni and cheese. All right. The mashed potatoes. Ham. Isaiah, finish us off. The mac and cheese. All right, so we have like a variety in here of favorite dishes. All right, so we are been in our pricing unit. We're gonna continue with our pricing unit. Today we're gonna focus on Thanksgiving with our pricing unit. But before we do that, my favorite dish for Thanksgiving is the brown rice specifically. All right, it's gotta be that brown rice. Yes, that dirty rice, that's right. So, that is my favorite. My second favorite would probably be the corn casserole. Do y'all eat corn casserole at your house? No. Okay, well I need to give y'all the recipe, okay? Alright, so we're gonna get started. Y'all have your paper and your pencils out. I will let you know what you need to write down today. The specific things is gonna be the formulas that you're gonna need for your group project later. That's why you have the calculators on your desk. Alright, you may need those. We're gonna do some quick calculations today. But we're gonna be talking about Thanksgiving and cost and price. Alright, so your objective for today is also written on our board, but students are going to calculate the total cost, determine a break-even price, and apply the profit margin to set a final price per guest for a Thanksgiving dinner scenario. Students will calculate the total cost, determine the break-even price, and apply a profit margin to set a final price per guest for Thanksgiving dinner, demonstrating their understanding of the relationship between cost and pricing by completing a worksheet. You're actually going to be working together for this assignment, and showing 75% accuracy, which I think all of you are capable of doing. Alright, so we're going to be exploring some things today. This might be something you want to write down. Here are your vocabulary words, your key terms here. Go ahead, Darius, and tell us what our key terms are for today.
Fixed cost, variable cost, profit margin, break-even point.
Alright, so those are just our simple key terms for today. We're going to go into those in more depth. Some materials you may need are an easel paper, which I will give to y'all. You need some markers, and a calculator, which you already have on your desk, and a grocery store ad, which I'll also be supplying for you. Understanding cost. Chantavia, if you don't mind, if you will go ahead and read to us, what is fixed cost?
Expenses that remain constant regardless of production.
All right, yeah, good job. All right, so these are those costs that are fixed. Y'all think about that word, fixed. All right, they're stay put, they don't change. Alright, so give me an example of something that you may think of that might be a fixed cost.
Change the price.
Alright, so fixed costs don't change, okay, they stay the same, that's good, that's good. Alright, so, alright, let's think about it as your home. Alright, what's a fixed cost that might be for your house?
Rent.
Rent, good one, there you go. Alright, even for a business, rent. Rent is the same, it's constant, it's the same every single month. It doesn't go up and it doesn't go down. Alright, so that might be a good thing to write down. Fixed cost does not change.
Yes, ma'am.
Fixed cost does not change. Remains constant. Alright, variable cost. Let's see, Kayla, will you read variable cost for us?
Expenses that change based on production quantity.
Alright, so these are those expenses that change based on production quantity, or expenses that just change. Alright, this is talking about Thanksgiving, so when we think about Thanksgiving, what are some things that might change as far as variable costs?
The prices of the food, yeah.
Yeah, the prices of the food, exactly. Alright, think about your home now. What are some variable costs that might be for your house?
Electricity.
Electricity bill, good one. Alright. What else?
You said the water bill.
The water bill, okay, yep. Alright, cause those all go by your usage. How much do you use? So they're variable, they change. So everybody put variable costs and expenses that change. Expenses that change. And then here's what you need as far as finding out the price. Alright, we are going to calculate total cost today, and total cost is the fixed cost plus the variable cost. Very simple, total cost equals fixed cost plus variable cost. Make sure you have that formula written down. Alright, so we're gonna go over some calculating total costs, okay? We just said we're going to list all the expenses. So when you're doing your project later, I'm gonna be giving you a grocery store ad. I have one right here. I went by Food Line, which is our local grocery store where y'all shop, your parents shop. And I picked up this week's advertisement. As you can see, with it being Thanksgiving, what do you think is gonna be all in it? Turkeys and hams and all the things we need for Thanksgiving.
Yep.
Alright, so this is some real world application. Alright, we are going to list all the expenses fixed and variable when you work together in your groups. Then you're gonna determine the quantity, the number of guests. I'm gonna give you a set number of guests, so don't panic on that. And then we're gonna calculate the total fixed cost, calculate the total variable cost. Alright, so variable cost, you have to do per guest times the number of guests. And then add the fixed and variable costs. Alright, so for an example, everybody looking? For an example, total cost equals, we had $100 fixed cost, okay? And then we had our variable cost was $10 per guest times 20 guests. Alright, so what is 10 times 20? 200, good job, Jared. But then we're gonna add in our fixed cost of $100, so now what's our total cost? $300, good job, y'all. Everybody see how we got that? Any questions so far? So if the number of guests change, our total cost will do what? Change. Alright, so break even point. This is another one of the calculations that you're gonna do today. Josue, will you read what break even point is for us, please? Alright, where total revenue equals total cost. Y'all, the word is break even. What do you wanna do if you're a restaurant and you are a caterer and you're going, you gotta take all this food and cater something, you wanna at least break even, right? On your cost. So you gotta figure out what that cost is gonna be to break even. Alright, so the formula is the break even point price equals the total cost divided by the number of guests. So you need to write that down because you're gonna need that. Alright, the break even point price equals the total cost divided by the number of guests. Alright, so we just did our total cost calculation and found out that it was $300. So we're still going with that same scenario. Still looking at the $300. We have $300, and we had how many guests? 20. Good job, Caleb. So we're going to divide 300 by 20, and that now gives us $15 per guest. That is how much we'd have to charge per guest to break even. Does that make sense? Okay? So at this price, you're covering all the costs, but you're not making any profit, because we're doing what? What's our word? Say it louder, Darius. Yeah, we're breaking even, all right? So we're not making a profit, we're just breaking even. All right, so now what I want you to do is calculate the break-even price for a different guest number. All right, so we're still using our $300. Go ahead and take out your calculators. They're right there on your table. Come up with a guest number yourself and find out what the break-even point would be. Come up with your own scenario. If you need help with your calculator, raise your hand. Here you go. So we're still using the $300 as the example, but change the amount of guests. What'd you see that comes out for? All right, Jaden, tell me, what did you change your guest number to? You changed it to 5. All right, so Jaden, now that you changed your guest number to 5, how much will you have to charge per guest? $60 per guest.
Good job.
All right, Jantavia, pick me. Go ahead and tell me, how many guests did you change your total to? 10. All right, so now how much will you have to charge per guest?
30.
All right, $30 per guest. All right, somebody from this group, let's see, Isaiah, how many did you change yours to? How many guests? All right, 66 guests. All right, now what did you come up with for 66 guests? All right, so 300 divided by 66. And what does that give you?
$4.
All right, so $4.54 per guest. Alright, Caleb, what did you change yours to? 15, alright, and what did we get for 15 guests? $20 per guest. Alright, does everybody understand how to calculate the break-even point? Alright, good job. Alright, so now we're gonna move on to profit margin. This is where it gets one step further, a little bit more math calculations, but you got this. Alright, so somebody tell me what profit margin is, Anton, read it for me, profit margin.
Percentage of selling price that is profit.
Alright, so the percentage of selling price that is profit. Cause if we are running a business, it's all about making what? Money. So we wanna make a profit, correct? We wanna make a big profit. Alright, so our formula, write this down because you're gonna need it for your project, your activity in just a minute. Alright, so your profit margin equals the profit divided by the selling price times 100%. So for this example, we're actually gonna use a 20% profit margin, okay? Instead of 100%. Alright, so our selling price is now gonna equal the break-even price. Alright, so what did we say our break-even price was in the formula before? What was our break-even price? $15, that's right. Alright, so we're gonna take that $15, and now we're gonna divide it by, and we're gonna do 1 minus the desired profit margin. What did we say our profit margin was? 20%. Alright, so now on your calculators, I want you to do this. I want you to do 15 divided by, make sure you have your parentheses, the 1 minus 0.20. Why did we change this to 0.20?
20%.
20%. We just transferred it over to a decimal. Okay? Alright, and then tell me what you get in your calculator. You should get the 18.75. Did everybody get that? Alright, good job. Let me see yours. And yours. Okay? Alright. Did everybody figure out how to put that in? 18.75. Okay. 18.75. Alright, good job. Alright, so now here's where we're going to do our real world application. Alright, so I am going to give you the sales ad paper from Food Line. Okay? With your group, I want you to plan your Thanksgiving meal. You're going to use 10 guests as your magic guest number, okay? Alright, their goal is to calculate the total cost using the grocery store ad provided. So go through here as your group, pick out what y'all are gonna have. Y'all gonna have ham or y'all gonna have turkey? Okay, there's all kinds of stuff in here. There's all kinds of different turkeys in here. Do you want a butterball turkey or do you want just, this frozen turkey that might be the Food Line brand? Alright, so there's all kinds of different things in here. So go ahead and get your menu together. I would do 1 main dish and 2 side dishes and maybe a dessert and something to drink. Alright, so let's just keep it simple. Alright, and then you are going to determine the break-even price and the profit margin using 20% as the margin. So go ahead and use 20% as the margin for the profit margin. Okay? Alright, go ahead and take your second chance breakfast items if you are finished and throw them in your trash cans so that you can clear your desk, because I'm going to give you your papers. Alright, let's see here. I got 3 for each group, so y'all take a look at that and start determining what your menu's gonna be. Okay? I'll come around the markers, if y'all wanna grab a few colors, so you can put down on your paper, like pick a few colors. Okay? I pick a few colors.
Purple.
Orange. Okay. Alright, so on your papers, you're gonna tell me what was the total cost of your meal? Yep, yes, I know. What's that total cost gonna be? Alright, for your fixed cost, I'm gonna go ahead and give you a set amount. Write it down. Your fixed cost is gonna be $30. Just average $30 for fixed. $30. Pick a turkey, pick a turkey. We got some ribs. That's a good turkey.
Miss Nova, you come here,
Yep,
please.
I sure can.
When we get our thing, like, what the vote right here?
Alright, so you're gonna write your, oh, the total cost, so tell me your menu, write your menu. So what did y'all decide on?
I got that here, right?
Some turkey, okay, so here. However you wanna do it, if you wanna do it that, you can. So write, like maybe menu, and write your menu right here, it's got sticky stuff on it. Alright. Alright, so y'all help figure out what you're gonna pick out.
I got three.
Alright, so you're gonna write menu and write your turkey. Alright, make sure y'all give her,
Oh, wait, you got some shit, that's why we should use the marker.
alright, so why don't you be calculating, which turkey did y'all pick out? There's several. Why don't you calculate the price of y'all's turkey?
It say 99 cents.
Alright, alright, so for 10, that's for 10-pound turkey, right? So you need to figure out how much that's gonna cost. So this is 49 cents per pound, so, are you doing that one? Okay, 99 cents per pound.
What turkey we doing?
Pick one.
That one.
Yeah, I
Okay.
don't know how to say the word.
Alright, how y'all doing up here?
Butterball?
Alright, alright, well, somebody figure out the cost of that. Wow. Okay,
So we just come up with
alright, per pound, so it was 10 pounds. I think the ones in here are 10 pounds. And you got 10 people, that'd be good. That should be everybody. What are you looking for?
Who?
What you picking at? Put shrimp, look at your shrimp, we got all kinds of drinks. Who you be in charge of picking out?
Yeah.
Alright, so now, alright, so y'all got your main dish, alright, so what are you gonna do for your side dishes? Okay. Okay,
And then what else?
okay, so third.
Okay, y'all, we gonna get some.
You know how you can
so it has two S's instead of one. Mr. Brown?
Yes, let's see.
Oh, never mind, I see it, I was looking for the rice and stuff.
Alright, can you calculate, what are we calculating those here? We got the mac and cheese, once you find what you're gonna have with it.
Okay, we got mac and cheese, butter
Ooh,
turkey,
man, look at that.
rice, and yeah, we gonna get this with the Okay, but
There's probably one here.
the fries go here.
There's a whole,
Yeah, we're gonna get
hey,
No.
what's your favorite dish? Put some cinnamon rolls on it.
It may be seeds every time.
I never heard of no icebergs, what, kid? Yeah, that's all right.
Bird.
They got the name, it's not iceberg.
You can just put mac and cheese, it's fine. So we should know what the cost is, where you got it from. What's the next one, what did you find?
What do y'all eat on that?
All those croissants, they look yummy.
Okay, what we drinking? We drinking some table.
This might be making me hungry, what you, might be making me hungry,
We finna drink this orange juice.
what you think?
Bread.
Yes, we gotta have some bread.
We need some bread.
We live in South Georgia, we gotta have bread.
So you should put a little ass sweet wine.
We need some wine.
No. You can.
What is your?
There you go.
Y'all let him go. Or Yale.
I bet your mama's got a
Okay,
good
y'all
card.
eating too much now, ain't nobody doing this.
Oh, I like this menu right here.
Okay, so next,
Alright, y'all gotta figure out your prices now.
okay, I'm gonna put
Gotta try
Chinese
these.
beside.
Alright, so y'all help her calculate the prices. Somebody calculate the turkey.
Oh, okay, so,
I don't even know where y'all got that.
Let's see, which one do you have on?
oh, it's orange juice, we got orange, no, we got.
You got the rolls, how do you price the rolls?
That's $2.99.
Alright,
What road?
right here. Right there. See? Alright, so tell her.
I gotta find the total
Okay.
cost.
Oh, it was soda.
Remember, you got 10 people. Remember, you have 10 people.
It was soda. Soda. Y'all want an orange juice price? Somebody please. Can somebody please tell me the orange juice price? What's these here?
So looking for the orange juice.
Orange juice on the turkey.
So there's some orange juice right there. There are two, tell her what they are. 2 for 6, that's probably pretty good for 10 people.
$6, man.
Okay, I need ice
Ooh,
bucket.
yeah, those are good.
What I ice bucket?
$12.99.
Ice bud. Ice bud.
Give me butter.
How much is the rice?
Oh, 119.
Yes.
Look at y'all working on it.
Why?
Mac and cheese,
You
please.
can even have a budget. I'll get total cost. Alright, you gotta have your fries.
The mac and cheese.
Right here.
Alright,
$40.
alright, but how many are you gonna need? So we gotta put that in the calculator. So there's, yeah,
It's 10 people.
that's right.
So 10 times, how much it is? How much it cost?
I said 240.
That's $24.90.
He ain't gonna eat all that. I guess I'm good with you there.
Okay, the turkeys.
Alright, so y'all have your menu and you have your prices, go ahead and give me the totals. Make sure you add in your fixed,
99
this
cents
is all
a
variable,
pound.
correct?
Hey, who are we
Alright, so this is your variables.
How many pounds are you?
Alright, your fixed, I gave y'all a set amount of $30, remember?
I'm only 170 something.
Alright, now, Josué, why don't you start calculating all your costs? Yeah, just put $30.
Okay, that's enough of that. Okay, so this, we gonna get.
Alright, now,
We
here,
gonna get, listen, we gonna get
y'all go ahead and start
99
calculating your total cost.
per five. I don't know what you mean. You just gonna add like, is this how much it costs?
That's right. Say it again.
You gotta
Alright, so you have
add.
your fixed cost, and she said fixed cost plus variable cost. Y'all need to figure out what your variable cost total is. Josué, why don't you put those into the calculator? All your totals right here. You read those off to me, so you can put those in the calculator and give y'all a price. They're on
I don't have
the
that
okay?
And divide and subtract the three.
Alright, how's this group doing?
Very good.
Alright, what we doing over here? Alright, you would need to do, so is it 10 pounds, so 99 cents times 10, times 10, cause you need 10 pounds, see, right here, everybody see that? 99 cents, 10 pounds,
Who gonna eat a pound of turkey?
Oh.
yeah, so it's
So
4
$9
pounds,
and 9 cents.
yes.
Person getting a pound of turkey? No.
That's about average though, calculating for Ed. I'm with you, that seems like a lot of turkey, but that's about average.
Hey, what's your turn?
I said, both, yeah.
Alright, so now that y'all have that, alright, we need to come down here and do your total price. Alright, total price, but you gotta remember the $30 is what? What I give you the $30 for, that was your,
Wait, one paper, I got it.
yeah? Was that fixed or variable?
It's the fix.
The fixed. Alright, so you have to have the fixed $30.
I should go.
Alright, now somebody add up all these totals for us, so she can add those in.
What's that? That's a four?
Yeah. For the orange juice, put,
Yes. That's okay. If
for
you
the
got
orange
orange
juice, put 36.
let's see here, did y'all, you didn't do this, right, y'all have to make sure you put parentheses on that, you should have had this on the breakdown.
Okay.
I don't know what you're saying.
Alright, so this is your total cost, and I wanna know also, what is the break-even price? So this is the break-even price next. Do your break-even price. Okay, let's do the break-even price first, your total cost divided by the number of guests, how many guests did y'all have? 10, right. Alright, so
Say
right,
it again, I didn't.
break even right here.
But you said we gotta do.
Alright, so if you, no, on the break even,
That's actually a good
Okay.
amount.
so you have the decimal, what we do with the decimal usually?
This is
usually
around
round
how
it
much it really costs. This,
or down depending on what it was, so this one was 8.306, so we would round it,
I'd be damn
Up.
if you cook my.
right, so $8.31.
okay, so you want us to divide, do the fix, like divide the fix and onto this number, like divide it onto this.
Alright, so you now, we have your fixed, this is your variable, correct? Alright, so we're gonna add that together. To get our total cost.
It's 11, I mean, 87.11.
Okay?
Pocket change.
put total cost there, so you know that. Alright, now you have the, alright, so we have $87.11 here, y'all, but now we need to do the break-even price. So somebody help her figure that out, use your formula.
380.
Divided by 10.
No, look,
How many
you're
guesses you
using
got?
your totals.
300 divided by this.
You're using your totals. This was the example
How many guesses you
earlier,
got?
break-even point. Your total cost divided by the number of guests.
Oh,
So it was your total cost,
this,
okay? And then how many guests did y'all have? 10.
So that's, 8.
Alright, so then the last one here is finding your
8.7.
profit margin, okay? Hurry up,
Come on, nigga.
try to get finished, alright, we're getting close on time.
I knew that.
Alright, and your profit margin, make sure you put it in,
What
post
are you doing?
help them out with the profit margin.
Yo, oh my.
Make sure you use the calculator, make sure you put that into the parentheses.
Let's get out of here, bro.
And for y'all, your profit margin, is that written down? Alright, so what was your selling price?
No, do the whole thing. I'm by yourself now.
I'm doing
I'm not touching.
Okay. Alright, now, we're going to put in parentheses, and this is why you have this wrong.
Okay, is this
It
right?
should be parentheses, 1 minus, and then whatever that is going to be, so here
It
you
don't
go.
look like this. This how it looks.
Alright, that's how it should be written in the calculator. Everybody put that in your calculator, so I can see if everybody
So,
knows.
man, please come here, please.
So y'all are using the 831. Right here, and then you're gonna divide it by, and then put it in parentheses, and then 1 minus,
Small.
y'all are using 20% of your margin, that's 0.20. Yes, ma'am?
Okay, so this, I don't, this don't look
Alright, so
right.
it's just $8.71, cause that's a 1, so you would just round it down.
Okay.
Alright, so you need to put here, that was the total, this was your break even, so you need to put break even there. Alright, now, I want everybody to do this part, and this is the hardest one. Alright, do your, the actual profit margin, okay?
20%.
Alright, wait just a minute though, you're using what price first?
This 8.71.
That's right, alright? And you're gonna divide it by, but make sure you use those parentheses, and it's 1 minus, and for this scenario, you're using 20%. 20% of the decimal is what?
0.
Yes.
Are we on this one?
What's what to do?
10.887. Does that sound right?
Alright, 8.71.
It's gonna
This
be
is
10 dollars and
0.8
90
cents.
cents.
8 cents.
90 cents.
90 cents.
Alright, now do you divide it by? Alright, and you use the parentheses, 1 minus, and then 20% of the decimal is 0.2.
Can we get, vitamin gums too?
Alright, 120, 0, and then place the parentheses, and then so it should be $10.89. What did y'all get?
I got 10.8875.
Alright, so we round up to 10.89. There you go.
That's mine.
I'm already knowing.
Alright, so this group is already finished. I want y'all to go ahead and come up here and tell me about, what your dishes were and how much it cost. So let's do it quickly, okay?
Somebody said this.
Quickly, we're running out of time. Alright, group 1 is going. Group 2, you're on deck. Be ready. Alright, let's pay attention. What did they get? Alright, Josue, ready? Just hold it up. Alright, so tell us what was on your menu. Josue, what was on y'all's menu? Tell us what's on y'all's menu. Alright, and then what was y'all's total cost? Armani, what's your total cost? $83.06. Alright, what was y'all's break even point? Isaiah?
It was $8.
Alright, $8.31. And Kayla, tell us lastly, what was your profit margin in order to make a profit at 20%?
$10.40.
$10.40. Alright, great job, group 1, you ready to give them a hand? Alright, group 2, are y'all ready? Let's go, group 2.
Alright, good. It's gonna be talking serious today.
Alright, Jared, tell us what was on your menu.
What turkey, mac and cheese, rice,
Ice butt cake is what that looks like.
and orange juice and Hawaiian.
Orange juice, I ain't never had orange juice at Thanksgiving, that's new for me. Alright, Javen, go ahead and tell us, what was y'all's total cost?
$57.11.
Total cost altogether with your variable and
Oh,
your fixed rate.
1089.
No.
You just put it in. Wait, huh?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 87 is.
There we go, that sounds better. Alright, $87 and what?
11 cents.
11 cent. Alright, Chantavia, tell us, what was your break-even price?
$8.71.
Alright, and last, Anton, tell us, what is your profit margin? $10.89. Everybody give group 2 a hand. Alright, so we're gonna finish up. The last thing we're gonna do is, alright, so think about both groups' menus. Think about the break-even point and what the total cost was. This group had $83.06, where this group had $87.11. Alright, so which one, we're gonna take a vote. Which one would you prefer? Y'all like the mac and cheese and lima beans, or we like the mac and rice and turkey? Alright, so if you say group, alright, if you like group 1 better, raise your hand. Okay. Alright, if you like group 2 better, raise your hand. Alright, so it looks like overall, everybody preferred group 1's menu and cost. Alright, so tell me something about why you preferred their menu.
Because I was nasty.
You didn't like yours?
Look what we got.
What did you not like about yours?
We have orange juice.
Orange juice, I will say, okay, yeah, the orange juice kind of threw me off just a little bit, but that's okay. Hey, somebody likes orange juice over here, that's okay. Alright, but when you think about the cost, when you talk about, theirs is what? Theirs is cheaper, okay? So, maybe that is what you prefer. However, look at the profits. Look at your profit. What was y'all's profit over here? What was y'all's profit?
You got.
10.40.
And then what was your profit?
89.
So if you look at that, whose profit margin was better?
Ours.
That's
Come on,
right,
man.
you're making more money. So you have to look at all the different aspects of everything when you're deciding like cost versus price. So now when you go to the grocery store in the next few days with your parents, I hope you can go, we took this in Miss Snow's class and I already know, like, we're gonna get a turkey, it's 99 cents a pound, that Butterball turkey, and you're gonna get to use some real world application, not only just in the classroom, but now when you go to the grocery store, you're gonna think about it as well. And now we're all hungry and ready for lunch. Alright, so anybody have any questions?
No.
No?
Ma'am.
Nobody has any questions over here?
No, ma'am.
None over here? Alright, how did you feel about the calculations? Do you feel like we need to work on that a little bit more?
No.
Alright, so you feel good about it, Jared?
I think we
You got it on a test, you feel really good about it?
I don't feel good about
So it's something we might should practice a little bit more before we take a test on it?
Yeah.
I will say, once we get to calculating the profit margins, that is the hardest part of it. And we probably should do a little bit more, examples and calculations, but
I'm already knowing.
I feel like got a good solid foundation of what it's like today. How did you feel about it?
It was good.
Feel pretty good about it?
Yeah, I felt pretty good. It was,
Alright,